Welcome back to the English channel. Here are 5 more ways English can be grammatically confusing. Number 11, idioms. Expressions like kick the bucket can leave non-native speakers scratching their heads. Understanding idioms is crucial for fluency. The idiom kick the bucket originated in the 16th century and first appeared in print in Francis Grose's A Classical Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue in 1785, where it was defined as to die. The phrase's origins are debated, but there are a few theories. The phrase may refer to hanging as a method of execution or suicide. For example, someone might stand on a bucket to fix a rope for hanging themselves and then kick the bucket away. In parts of England, a bucket was also a wooden frame used to hang animals by their feet for slaughter. As the animals struggled, they would kick the bucket. Also, the phrase may come from the Ghana West African Ga words kekre, stiff, and bo, to end up, and the Sierra Leone Creole word kekerabu, dead. The phrase has also been used in other contexts before, including computer programming and in a 1993 National Labor Relations Board report. For example, in computer programming, the phrase might be used to describe buckets of memory inside of buffers. What are buckets in programming? A reserved amount of memory that holds a single item or multiple items of data. Bucket is somewhat synonymous to buffer, although buffers are usually memory locations for incoming data records, while buckets tend to be smaller holding areas for calculations. In a 1993 National Labor Relations Board report, the phrase was used to describe agenda items that needed to be postponed and placed in a bucket list for later consideration. The term bucket list became popular after being featured in a Rob Reiner movie starring Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. The movie is about 2 terminally ill men on a road trip who want to accomplish everything they've always wanted to do before they die. The term has since become more versatile and can be used as an adjective, such as traveling on the Orient Express is a bucket list adventure. There are also apps that allow people to set life goals and track their progress using bucket lists. Number 10. False friends, also known as false cognates, words that look or sound similar but mean completely different things in different languages. A word in one language that is similar in form or sound to a word in another language but has a different meaning and is not etymologically related. For example, Spanish burro donkey and Italian burro butter are false cognates. Examples of false friends include the English embarrassed and Spanish embarazado, which means pregnant. English parents versus Portuguese parentes and Italian parenti, both meaning relatives. English demand and French demander ask, and English gift, German gift poison, and Norwegian gift married. Number 9. Subject-verb agreement. It's easy to mess up when subjects and verbs don't match in number. The team are winning is a common mistake. However, in the UK, the team are considered to be plural, since the one team is made up of numerous teammates, one group, in which case, the team are winning is acceptable usage of the language there. Number 8. Articles. I had an Indonesian friend that had trouble knowing when to say a lot versus lots. She would say a lots. Using a versus the can change the meaning of a sentence. It's a subtle but important distinction, like saying anyone is kind of an oxymoron. A is non-specific, as in anyone or anything, while the is specific, as in the one or the thing. The 3 articles in the English language are a, an, and the, along with their demonstrative derivatives, this and that, these and those. Definite article, the t, indefinite article, a t, proper article, a, an, or the with a proper name. Partitive article is a non-specific quantity or part of something such as some t, negative article no t, zero article t. They are a type of adjective that are placed before nouns or noun equivalents to indicate whether the noun is general or specific. The article chosen often depends on whether the writer and reader understand the noun's reference. Articles are used before nouns or noun equivalents and are a type of adjective. The definite article, the, is used before a noun to indicate that the identity of the noun is known to the reader. There are several situations when you might not use an article in English, including when referring to a category or group in general, or when using a non-specific or generic noun. When referring to abstract nouns like feelings or ideas, you might not use an article. For example, the patience is a virtue is incorrect. Patience is a virtue is correct without an article before the word patience. When using a countable plural noun in a generic way, you might not use an article. For example, research studies or information. When referring to names of languages and nationalities, you might not use an article at all. For example, Chinese or English may Spanish or Russian. When referring to names of sports, you might not use an article. For example, volleyball, hockey, or baseball. When referring to names of academic subjects, you might not use an article. For example, mathematics, biology, history, or computer science. Number 7, tenses. Getting tenses right is essential, but English has so many. Mixing them up can confuse your audience. There are 12 tenses in grammar, formed by combining the 3 forms of verbs, with 4 different aspects that help to express the status and degree of completeness of an action or existence of a situation. Present, present simple, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Past, past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Future, future simple, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. In English grammar, the future in the past is the use of would or was were going to refer to the future from the perspective of some point in the past. The past is history, the future is a mystery, and the present is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Winnie the Pooh. Thanks for subscribing and watching. Please take a pause for the cause as needed and leave a comment saying you did so. We'll look for you in a bit. Peach.